Welcome back to another 2021 Player Outlook presented by RotoHeat.com. This time we're talking Philadelphia Eagles, Jalen Hurts. Thank you guys for everything. As always, we really do love and appreciate you. Let's get this channel up to 3,000 subs. Hit that like, hit the subscribe, the notification, share this with everybody, and let's get to them. All right, of the 14 guys that looked into Jalen Hurts, we think he's finishing somewhere between quarterback 12 and 16. So kind of a low-end QB1, high-end QB2. Nobody's buying them, but 5 are holding, 9 are selling. So you're either holding them, selling them. What are you doing with them? If you own them, are you selling them? You holding them? Let me know in the comments below. We also think his ADP is going to be lower this time next year as opposed to where it is currently. And he's probably going to be a weekly starter in 2021, which supports the kind of back-end QB1, high-end QB2. From a redraft perspective, when you look at the ADP, he's finishing, he's currently around quarterback 12 or 94 overall. And that's very similar in a superflex format. Quarterback 12, although his ADP over on RotoHeat Superflex is 38 overall. So a little bit higher than your redraft formats. But he's an interesting cat, even in college. Was at Bama for 3 years, the first 2 years. Good completion percentage, put up good numbers, was looking good, feeling good. Then all of a sudden kind of dipped and then really dipped and went to Oklahoma. And in Oklahoma, he shined. Was throwing the ball over the yard, was good in the rushing game. He was very involved across the field. And then when he got to the NFL, and obviously last year was rough for Philadelphia as a whole, turned in really poor production, 52% completion percentage, 1,000 yards passing, 6 touchdowns, 4 picks. From the numbers, just looked like a rookie. Looked like he was having trouble. But, that whole offense was just in flux with injuries across the board. Offensive line, running backs, wide receivers. Just the whole thing was a mess. New coaching staff comes in, a fresh perspective, a fresh outlook, and hopefully things look moving in the right direction for Hurts. Do you think with this new coaching staff that Hurts is going to have a better chance at being, kind of Oklahoma Jalen Hurts, where you saw a lot in the rushing and the passing? Let me know in the comments. Keep the conversation going. When I looked through the guys' comments on Hurts as I was putting together this episode or this clip, a lot of guys think of him as kind of the ultimate boom bust. He could be such a value at the ADP he's currently at. And he could be, kind of your next Lamar Jackson type where he gets a really solid rushing output and then a good amount of passing to go with it. And that's huge for fantasy. If you've got a quarterback that's getting you, 7, 8, 900 yards on the ground with some touchdowns there, as well as, 3,000 plus yards passing and, 15 to 25 passing touchdowns. It's just really good value, especially if it's a low-end quarterback 1, high-end quarterback 2 ADP wise. I did think that, Rick said it good. As long as he is the starter, he will produce for fantasy. There is a serious chance he could lose the job at some point, though. There is also inherent risk right now that he could be included in a trade for Deshaun Watson, and then the situation in Houston would be even worse. High risk, high reward. I will add that if he goes to Houston, that's an interesting spot. I think there's still plenty of fantasy value that could be had there. So if you're going after him and in the sense of the buy, I know that we had nobody that was saying that they were looking to buy him. That would be a perfect time to buy him if he goes to Houston, if you want to take a shot on seeing what the potential long-term value is for him. But I digress. That's a conversation for our Discord or our Facebook community. Keep those conversations going there or in the comments below. Talk about what you're doing. If you need help trying to trade for Hurts and you want to build a trade, talk to us. Let us help you out. As always, we thank you guys. We really do appreciate you guys hanging out with us, and the comments are always awesome to chit-chat with you guys. So check out the other 2021 player outlooks. We'll talk to you on a live stream or in another video. See you guys.